Hey everybody, welcome back to James Draws Everything. This is James, but you already knew that. And we are continuing our drawing every flag of every country in the World Series. And I just want to start off with some unfortunate news after the events of yesterday's video. I am no longer welcome in the country of Guyana after desecrating their flag with the Kool-Aid Man. I would apologize, but you know what? I'm not going to apologize because I don't regret what I did. So how many countries is that now? I'm not welcome in Guyana, not welcome in Mongolia, Poland, Bahrain. Yeah, so that's about half of what we've drawn so far. But you know what? I'm still welcome in Kiribati. Okay, working on my dual citizenship for there, and yeah, they're welcoming to Americans. So that process is moving along swiftly. And James, why Kiribati? Well, when World War III pops off, Kiribati will not be affected. It's going to be the only country in the world that is unaffected by any geopolitical events. So I'm getting a head start on that. Anyways, James, what are we doing today? Today we're drawing the flag of Georgia, and we're going to be a little bit more respectful today, and I'll show you why in a minute. Georgia, it's in the Caucasus region, kind of between the ancient Persian Empire, the Ottomans, also the Russians. Kind of in a tough spot geographically. Georgia, they were always an Orthodox Christian country. They were invaded by the Mongols in the 13th century, and it's kind of been bounced back and forth between larger powers over the centuries. Absorbed into the Soviet Union, forcibly, of course, in the 20th century, and they regained their independence when that house of cards collapsed in 1991, and Georgia still has some issues with its neighbors. You hear about like the South Ossetia region every now and then. It's kind of a hot spot over there in the Caucasus region. But let's get started on the flag. All right, so as I said before, Georgia is an Orthodox Christian country. It's actually where Stalin's from too, which is kind of interesting. So we're going to start off. There's a cross. And let me just, you want to smear it here. And James, you're probably asking, when you said Georgia, I thought you were drawing the stars and bars. No, not that Georgia, the country Georgia, not the state. Not where the big boss man's from, Cobb County. Different Georgia. Okay, so we're going to draw a red cross here. And I've got the opposite part of the cross going through the center. Let's just hit that real quick. And I'm going to use my straight edge for this, because we want it to come out nice and clean. Okay. Then we're just going to go the long way with filling these in. Let's give it just a minute here. So I got 3 red and white flags right on top of each other here. So yeah, the background on this one's going to be white, so we're just going to leave the paper white for Georgia. Okay, so yeah, the central red cross is done. Extends to all 4 sides of the flag. Each of the 4 quadrants displays a small red. It's called Bolnor Kachskori cross. It's referred to as the 5-cross flag. Georgia adopted it in 2004, and the 5 crosses is actually based on a 14th century design when it was the Kingdom of Georgia. And Georgia did have a bit of a golden age before they, just like almost every other country or kingdom or whatever in the region, was invaded by the Mongols. I think 13th, 14th century, something like that. Right, so we're just going to hit it with a darker red to make those borders pop. Yeah, and Georgia prior to that had a strong Roman influence, which you still see today, I guess, due to the cross that's incorporated into its design. And it's got a cross in each one of these segments here, so we're going to draw that cross. And it's not just like a straight line. It's kind of like one of these deals where it's like fatter on the top. Just color these in because I don't want to leave any white. And we're going to do the same kind of hourglass design crosses on the other quadrants. And there's a few countries that have this red and white cross design. Off the top of my head, probably the most famous one is Switzerland, and also Tonga. Tonga in the Pacific Ocean has this red and white cross. Okay, so let me just tighten things up here a little bit. Any stray lines, just fill those in. Okay. And then I'm actually going to use a fatter dark red to border these ones and make them pop a little bit more. And there's 3. And there's 4. Alright, so there's your Georgian flag. Pretty simple. And now I'm just going to close it off. With my pen. And I can see my red did not go all the way to the end there. So we're just going to tighten that up a little bit. Okay. And that is Georgia. Not the state, the country. The country in the Caucasus. Different Georgia. Okay, just get rid of some of these grid lines. Wipe that off. And that's Georgia. Alright, everybody. Comment, and then don't forget, like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video.